Colin's St. Edward story begins, really, on the day he was born. Since he was out of diapers, Colin has always put his heart and soul into St. Edward High School. He knew the alma mater when he was 2 years old, attended every single basketball and football game he was able to growing up, was a future Eagle from the moment the program was created, was a self-proclaimed #1 fan of Kipper Nichols in grade school, and desperately longed for the day he could walk those halls in a shirt and tie among his brothers. When he was a baby, his dad would even rock him to sleep at night to the words of the St. Edward alma mater. Colin knew every word as soon as he could speak, and has bled green and gold ever since. From the moment he learned he would be an Eagle of the class of 2023, Colin dove headfirst into the St. Ed's experience. Colin didn't wait a single minute to immerse himself in what it means to be an Edsman. Following in the footsteps of his father and brother, Colin has cemented his own St. Edward legacy that will last for years to come. He has embraced our mission, our pillars of faith, excellence, relationships, and servant leadership, and brings the hope of the resurrection that Blessed Basil Moreau rooted his congregation of Holy Cross in each day. Colin has seized every moment of his St. Ed's experience. Colin's contributions to and impact on our community are strong and clear. Simply by being his beautiful self, Colin has brought the mission of St. Ed's to life in so many ways. One of his sister Erin's favorite memories of Colin is when Casey McKenna needed a student to pose with the Eagle mascot so they could cut his face out for people to pose with at Crocker Park. And the student used for it was Colin. He was so pumped about that, although was faceless, felt like such a celebrity doing that for our school. Colin is a man of joy and encounter. No matter the situation, Colin's presence absolutely lights up a room. His older brother Ryan writes, "One thing I know he does every day is be a nice kid." Colin has always been funny, affable, and outgoing. He has a big heart and a big personality, which is why I think he is so welcoming. He's the type of kid who you know is going to do the right thing and treat people with respect. In the classroom, at lunch, on the baseball field, or in the student section, Colin brings his unique brand of hype to everything he does.
Before a big football game, under the lights, see all those people wearing the same exact theme and stuff like that. I think that's the coolest thing ever. I think that's what really gets me excited and gets me going. So yeah.
He reminds me to fully inhabit the joy of our shared work here at St. Ed's each day, and is a beacon of our Made New theme for this year.
Him leading that student section, he made so all those sports games memorable, especially for the seniors and stuff. And I lunch with him every day, and every day he's just coming in and if I have a bad day going on, he's the one who's giving me advice for that kind of stuff. So truly, when I think of something he may not realize is how much effect he actually has on other people with his leadership abilities. It's just crazy to see, and it's awesome to have that in a friend.
Our lunchtime chats with fellow nominee Zach Bell will remain some of the most sacramental moments of this school year for me. Gathering around the table of fellowship and sharing in each other's humanity is what lunchtime at St. Ed's is all about. Colin is a disciple of Jesus, a man of deep relationship with God. Colin's faith is one of action and contemplation. It is not showy or preachy, but rooted in deep encounter with the living God. Colin's spirituality has developed immensely through his 4 years at St. Ed's, but has always been there. Colin takes literally the Christian call to make a difference, to bring the hope of the resurrection to all, especially the marginalized and readily left out. Colin models the kind of empathy and compassion that Jesus models for us in the Gospels. During his freshman football game versus St. Ignatius, for example, Colin's dad remembers Colin making his way down the sideline to every single player on the team for a brief chat throughout the game. Every 5 to 10 minutes, he would move to a different group of guys and talk with them. A beautiful image of what Pope Francis calls the culture of encounter. Colin's daily devotionals have become an essential part of his spiritual life, and every time he shares one with me, I am inspired to enter more deeply into my own faith. Colin has always brought light and goodness in Jesus' style, and will continue to do so in every community of which he is a part. Colin is a servant leader. He brings the tenderness and compassion of Jesus to life. He took a chance on running for class president as a freshman after being encouraged by one of his friends, and has served in the role ever since. He is committed to service in the broader community and loves his family and friends with the greatest love. His brother Ryan writes, "The thing I am most proud of about Colin is how he has handled the cards he's been dealt. Over 50% of Colin's high school career, his mother was sick. In his junior and senior year, he experienced things that I wouldn't wish on anyone, let alone a 16 or 17-year-old. Colin was so supportive at home and played a major role in the mental well-being of our family. He helped in every way possible around the house and took it upon himself to become incredibly independent as more attention needed to be paid to Mom. Add schoolwork, involvements, and a social life on top of that, and that's a hard situation to maintain, let alone excel in. Colin did not waver. He absolutely had every right to shut down and wallow. Instead, Colin showed up every single day with a smile on his face and desire to put his all into his St. Edward High School experience. He became senior class president, ran clubs with his friends like Faith Fridays, led the student section, and gave it his all to land a spot on the varsity baseball team. I truly don't know how he did it. I think these words from Ryan say so much about Colin's character and who he is as a human being. Colin's entire being is deeply rooted in relationships. He is a friend to all and can always be counted on for an affirming smile, an encouraging fist bump, or a hallway let's go, just to get his St. Ed's brothers fired up and excited about the great gift that it is to be here every day.
He's kind of got this way about him where he's like, if you're having a bad day, like he could pick you up so easily. Like his energy is just unmatched.
Colin has done that with relentless joy. He's a joy bringer.
He's like the one person I know, like I could call up at any time of the night. Like he's going to be there, like giving me advice, doing whatever I need to make my situation better.
And he's been one of the most important people, and he will continue to be one of the most important people in my life. Like he'll come to my house and he'll sit and talk to my mom for an hour and then come down and talk to me.
And I just want him to know like how much that we all like appreciate it and like how like meaningful it is to everybody.
I'll conclude with a short story from Colin's father, Todd. After Colin's mom died last year, Colin had missed close to a week of school due to the funeral. It was his first day going back to school, the school where his mom worked and the place where he would visit her every day just to see her and say hi. His dad was very worried about him. When Colin came home that night, he asked, "How was school today?" Colin paused and said, "Dad, it's the weirdest thing. It doesn't matter what mood I'm in when I get out of my car in the St. Ed's parking lot, but as soon as I walk in those doors, I can't help but smile and be happy. I love that school so much. It is my home."
I want him to know just how much his strength has gotten me through every day. That I know he's only 18, and I'm 53, but I can't tell you how much I look up to him and the love that he shows towards everybody, especially myself and his brother and his sister and everybody around him and how strong he's been throughout this. And he's not let anything get him down, and it inspires us every day.
Colin, you have done much good. You have brought much hope. You are God's beloved son, and I'm so proud to know you. Thank you for everything.